Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and whatever time of day this is for you. All morning for me. Yeah, Tuesdays. Tuesdays. Try Tuesdays. Tired Tuesdays. Whatever day this is as you're watching it. This is just a Tuesday. I'm recording it. Me. That's me. Wingish Nibe Majeki Kwe. Your friendly, freaky ass, sweetgrass water medicine woman. Also, Christiana Carr, Chris Carr, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, all you beautiful divine beings, right here too. How goes it with you? How are these deep dives going inside? Bringing up, have you discovered something that you bought into that you didn't realize? But that has guided your decisions for so long? Because you bought into this belief that wasn't helpful to you or anybody? What is that for you? Have you used your breath? Have you been able to be calm? Have you, looked at something in a different way? There they are. I was wondering where I put those. My rings I put up there, they're starting to ache my fingers a little bit. I have to take them off. I lost my little crystal ball out of that ring. I used to have a little crystal ball in there. So, but I don't now. That's okay. And we got the I am enough. I am enough. So, Tuesday, today, what we gonna do today? Get out of our own way. I'm so tired today. Do some mystical shaman. I know I like the wild unknowns. We're leaving those for Wednesdays. Wednesdays are special wild unknown Wednesdays day. Tuesdays, tell it, try it, Tuesdays. What? I'm gonna take a mystical shaman. Overall guidance to connect it in there. And we'll just go do our daily guidance thing there. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly do this. One overall. For reflection. For day reflection of last week. Bringing last week to this week. Something maybe last week we didn't try, we can try this week. Okay, well this comes out above, below, within. The curse, and look at that. Reminds me of our missing, murdered indigenous sisters. No speaking. God, that curse of that cycle, that moon time is a curse, but it's not a curse. What are these things that we thought of were cursed in our lives, but they turned out to be blessings? Wow. How are we going to look at that? Let's just leave that one up. Let's see. What's Kriya trying to tell? Pachamama. That's how you see the Earth Mod there. And that's Peru. And the Gatherer. Pachamama and the Gatherer. That's the woman, right? The women were the gatherers. Ooh, what is that? I set those over her. Okay, because that's the focus, a curse. What is it that we thought was a curse? It's actually a blessing. What is that for you? For the you, for you, for you. What does that say? Do you? I'm going with those curses. You can't see that. Whatever. My heart. Bring those over here. That's fine. Just let them like that for now. Oh, aching, aching, aching. Hot, hot, hot. Oh, I don't have the twist in my hand today. Oh, that's stuck there. Excuse. Yeah, I get my shower today. PSW come in. Had a chiropractor appointment yesterday, consultation. They're like, yeah, you got a lot going on. I'm in tears. And I'm thinking this is the free promo. Go through it all, I say it's $40. I didn't have the $40. That's so embarrassing. Thought, oh, I had 25 in my purse. But no, oh, right, I used that. It was only 2 5s. So I go back next week for the results of this consultation, in-depth consultation. They take x-rays and everything. There's a lot's going on in there that's being made to look like it's a mental illness when it's physical stuff that can look, but it does impact your mental when your body isn't, right? But a lot of times that's how I react to things inside. It's when it's getting all tight in here. It's not from those thoughts. As I annoy people with my ability to be able to look at the bright side of things. Not all. A few. Right. And with being able to, well, we can take that power back. We can take that power back. You can empower yourself. You can change your mind. You can't change what's happening. You can change your mind. Always. And if you can't, you can ask for that help. That's inside with you. Not from, support allies on the outside. But okay. So hopefully with that chiropractor, that stuff that's covered by the OHIP, but maybe I could work out something with the Ontario Disability Support Program, ODSP, which is my main source of income right at this moment. Maybe they'll cover that for me because it is not something that's covered by OHIP. But I'm sure it's something that can help. Get everything in the right alignment. It's about alignment, right? If your muscles are all tight, it's throwing your spine, everything's all off in there. And there's my whole central nervous system is out of whack, right? Physically, it's not because of the mental thoughts that's thrown this out of whack. It's not my thoughts that have turned on my fight or flight. It's actual physical things squashing in and really affecting everything in my body. Sometimes it weeps. And then, of course, there's that human brain. Well, I'm crying. Why am I crying? What am I sad about? And then the brain wants to attribute it to something. Instead of going, no, this is my body weeping. It's so tired and wore out. It needs some rest to balance things out, right? Because I can keep channeling and pouring in that universal energy. There's still that part of me that felt unworthy. Or would feel selfish if anything stayed back here. I need to give it all away. Many others have that misconception. We got to give it all away. If we keep anything for ourselves, it's selfish. Where you give it all away and then you're around these people that, they say self-care, and then you start doing it and then they go, oh, you're so selfish because now that takes away from them. I've had that too. Many relationships in my life that held me back from other relationships because it took my time from them or what I could do for them because I was spreading myself out over here. So lots of people tell me to stop doing that, but then at the same time they're doing the same thing, right? Lots pointing out, oh, this one's walking all over me and taking advantage of me, but then they're doing the same thing and they want me to see how they're taking advantage, so they don't see how they're taking advantage and they can continue to get all the advantages. And that person is there not even knowing really who they are because that's why you get firm in who you are. Otherwise, you're going to believe whatever anybody else tells you. No, this is who you are. This is how you come across, so this is who you are, right? But are we coming across as our true selves, right? Or or the way somebody else perceived us as, no, this is who you are. Don't even try to be that, because that's not who you are. This is who you are. Like, and who made you? Who knows who you are better than you? Your source, your creator, the one who made you. I don't know. What is that for you? So we're getting in touch and knowing ourselves, because as we become full, whole, and complete and bring all of our colors together, we're not going to divide on the outside. If we stop being in divide you all, we'll stop being in the out divide you all. Maybe, I don't know. Why don't we try it? Huh? Well, how about we do something crazy, like just see the God in everybody and treat everybody as if they were that great oneness divine, just as you are. See yourself as that and others as that. Wow. What would happen? How would the world change, right? Like, whoa, that curse comes up as that comes into my head. Did Eve curse Adam? Did he curse himself? Is it a curse at all? To look at our full mind. Our mind being right mind, wrong mind, left mind, right mind, whatever. What is our full mind? Wholeness, completeness, not separateness. That's the curse, to separate. To be in divine, you all, is a curse, because we are still part of that great oneness divine, but made in that image and likeness. Well, of course, right? That's why we need to check ourselves. Those thoughts, all that, whatever that is for you. Calling back all of our energies from the east, path of illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of man. Calling back all of our energies from the south, the waters, the emotions, place of innocence, place of the child. And calling back all of our energies from the west, the earth, the physical, the woman, place of introspection. Calling back all our energies from the north. It's the air, the mental, the wisdom years. And we walk the red road. Our earth walk goes from south in childhood, right? Seeking and finding who we are. 3 is about expression. It's self-expression. Are we expressing ourselves? Learning that we are, right? Seeking that divine in everyone. Seeing that no matter what they are showing on the outside. Seeing deep inside into their souls that we are all connected. To find that in yourself and then see it in everyone else. Because once you know who you really are and that you're connected, then you know that everybody else is too. And then you stop dividing yourself from the all. Woo! Wow. Right? Then we retreat in that dividing, and we retreat to come together, retreat in our communities. What is that, right? As we get up to the north, we know we don't need to keep pushing and seeking and finding. We sit and relax. And let it, and allow it, whatever that is for you. And we know we don't have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. We know, right? That seed will grow on its own. We put the boundaries and set the environment for it to grow, to nurture it and all that, right? But we don't make it grow, right? East to west is the blue road of spirit that's always there with us. That's the fertility, the creativeness, right? This curse, the woman's curse, well, that's how we get the fertility. That's how man was born. If we did not have our moon times and our flow times, we would not have babies. Right? Spirit keeps it simple. We complicate it. Spirit is quiet. It's not loud. Right? It is creative. Right? Sexual energy is creative energy, and yet we confuse that. We also confuse with sexual energy with aggressive energy. That is not. Aggressive energy is not creative, it's only destructive. East to west is the blue road of spirit, fertility. There we go. And then into that abundance. If we plant those seeds, that's when we have the harvest. If we're not planting those seeds, if we're not nurturing those seeds, right? Same token, what are the seeds that you are nurturing? Right? Are they the ones that grow? You know, it's not that great growth, it's that blackness, that darkness, whatever you want to call it. Right? Where the rotting stuff. The seeds get the viruses, the disease, the curse, or whatever that is for you. Right? So what is it that you're focusing on? What is it that grows? Those are the spiritual laws, right? What do you focus on grows. What are you focusing on? How is it, Spirit? Are you focused on that this is a curse? Anything that happens to you is a curse? How about everything as a blessing? No such thing as a curse. Everything is a blessing. Some things it's time to look at as blessings. But in hindsight, we can look back and see how that was a blessing. I don't know. What is that for you? Above, below, and within. There she be, spread them around for me. Spread them around for me, for you too. What we gonna do? Overalls and stuff like that. Once I get this all set up here. Out. It's about to rain, I feel that. I used to think my mama was crazy talking about that barometric pressure. She could feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh, can you feel it? You feel it in your joints? Do you feel it in your ligaments? Oh, the pressure's on. The barometric pressure. Here we go. Love you, wouldn't have me any other way though. Oh, I realized yesterday, August 16th. Oh, and within. There we go. The moon wants to come up with that too. Moon time. How beautiful is that? Moon time. We're going to sit up there with the curse. Because it's not a curse. I want to say happy birthday to a beautiful being whose birthday was yesterday, August 16th. And I remembered as I wrote in my journal and wrote the date. And I was like, oh, very beautiful being. Oh, dear to my heart. Love so very much. Happy birthday to you. Yesterday. I'm a little late, but I did write happy birthday in my journal. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Beautiful being. World got brighter that day you were born. Anybody born here in August? Oh, okay, you make this world a more beautiful place. And thank you. Just for being born. It's a miracle. Just that you was born. Not a curse. None of us are a curse here. All a beautiful blessing. So look at that. Intuition, infinity within. It's all within you. Ooh. What is it? There we go. Keep those together. But isn't that interesting? We think our moon time is a curse, but it is not. It is a blessing, not a curse, right? Without the moon time, we would not be able to have the beautiful babies. We would not be able to continue this life on Earth. What be that for you? Let's read that curse, and then we'll go into the... Now that we've got all our cards set, we're going to read what it says in the book about the curse. What came through these authors when they were channeling this deck, or however you want to say it. So the essence of the curse. Gonna look at that. Tell it Tuesday. What do you feel cursed by in your life? Can you look at it as a blessing? Switching it, reframing it. The essence. The curse refers to limiting stories of our ancestors. To the limiting stories of our ancestors. And the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events of our lives. It is the source of negative patterns. And it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage in our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that is playing out in our life can heal it. We recognize the original wound, and that's when we can heal our lives. Whether it happened in childhood, maybe that childhood was great and that your wound happened later on in your life. But recognizing when that original wound, recognizing the original wound that is playing out in your life can heal it. So what is that that's keeping you protected, right, and not letting you live? Ooh, 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 ooh. Protected and not letting you live. But we can live and be protected, but not protected from living. We don't need to be protected from living. We don't need to be protected from life. Life needs protecting. Does it? Life goes on whether we're protecting it or not. The invitation. It is time to recognize the source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live with a mindset of scarcity? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself in conjunction with your guide, right? You're crafting that new life course for yourself, but with the assistance and that guidance of that divine within you. The medicine. Be aware of your actions. Act with impeccable intention so as not to create a debt or karma that sooner or later someone has to pay. What you do to others, you also do to yourself and to the people you love the most. Now you have the opportunity to clean it up. Now you have the opportunity to clean it up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And how do we do that? We're going to get deeper in there, right? Tapping into that intuition and seeing that. We're all part of that. Not dividing ourselves anymore. Every human belongs here, no exceptions. We don't get to decide which humans are worthy and which humans are not. Who should have been born, who should not have been born. No. We do not get to decide that. We do not get to push our will on somebody else. That is not fair. Man cannot take what God has given. God gifted us with free will, with minds of our own, to decide for ourselves whether we follow the limitedness of man or the unlimitedness of the Great Oneness Divine, in which we are all a part and cannot separate. We can convince ourselves that we're separate. We can convince ourselves of anything. But that doesn't make it true. Just because we can convince ourselves or others of it does not make it true. Okay? Great Oneness Divine does not need you to believe in it. It's there. It is. It is not dependent. And it's not a requirement for your belief for it to exist. It's there, no matter what. But our curse, we curse ourselves. We curse each other. How does that help? Let's start blessing ourselves and blessing each other. Or allowing those blessings, seeing those blessings that we have, starting to count our blessings instead of our miseries. What is that for you? Whew. Woo! Overall, the main point out of this curse message, and then we'll go into that reflection and how we act on that, and then Overall, that top, the death, rebirth, ritual, right? Letting go. What we think is a curse. See if we can see that in the blessing. That's how we go. Knowing who we are, that true self. That true self. And you know what? We all have that in common. Right? Look for that common ground. We all have common ground. Hello, look beneath your feet. There's common ground. Huh? We all breathe this air. We're dependent on those. So we can find that common ground and let's, give care to these things. For ourselves, for each other. Letting those old ways die. Right? Look, we get so sad about death and whatever that we keep trying to prevent this death, but we know what? It's not up to us. And death is an illusion as well, right? It carries on. Mini death. Mini rebirth. Just in that breath. If we look at the way we think about that, if we divide ourselves, self-esteem, I am moose, I am better, I'm worse, whatever, we're dividing ourselves. Again, it's not about going out and saying, this is who I am. It's about just living and being who you are and seeing that who you are is reflected in every single being around you. What? If we look for those divine reflection in each other and not the reflection of our ego in another, what we want to be, what we truly are. We are all connected. All on the earth, whether it's flat, round, spinning around, standing still, we're all on it. We're all here together. There's something that we cannot deny. We're all human beings. So look for those inarguable truths there. Right? Sure. Well, we got science things and whatever, but those are the things that we've set up for ourselves. How about tapping into that knowing? Knowing. And living from that knowing. Living by that example. Not telling anybody else what they should do. That's how we curse others. Because we place our projections on them and say, no, this is what you should do. This is how you should be. That's not who you are. So it's that death to who everybody said we are and that rebirth into our full self. Fully, holy, and true. Right? Not having to prove it to anybody because we know it. We know who we are. If you're getting thrown off and offended by names and stuff like that, then do you truly know who you are? You stop and you look within. Because the curse is that we keep looking out. We need to look in. Because that's where the treasures and all the miracles reside. Deep, deep, deep down inside. Okie dokie. Reflect on that. Let's reflect before we act. Do-de-do-de-do. And there we go. Dead pipe. We reflect. We need to pray for that inner peace before. Then we get that ability to respond. Magic. I just posted something about the difference between the crow and the raven. Right? Is it magic or the miracles? Open up to those miracles. The power of flow through you. Right? So that inner peace is powerful. When we have that inner peace, right? Like attracts that like. Ooh. Or opposites attract, right? Somebody that doesn't have their inner peace, when you've got their inner peace, is going to be attracted to you. Now, do you maintain your inner peace or do you get pulled off into their turmoil? What is that? And do we get angry then? Oh, look, and I was in my inner peace. Now it's all your fault because you come to me with all this turmoil. What? Do we give our magic away like that? Do we think that it's magic that happens? We're feeling all great, and then we walk into a room. All these angry people, and I was like, do we join them in their energies, right? Misery loves that company. Grief wants to help lift others. Even when they're in that grief, would still love others to feel that joy. What is that? And do we think it's magical when we change our minds and then all of a sudden everything starts to align with what we've changed our minds to? I am going to be happy. And all of a sudden, never mind going to be, I am happy. I am content with whatever great oneness brings my way. I know I can handle anything today. What is that for you? Right? Because peace and inner peace, we look at these people that have that. It didn't come to them magically. We can have these miracles and things that happen, but it's because of those prayers. It's all answers to those prayers. Our thoughts, some say just every thought is like a prayer. So are you aware of your thoughts? What are you putting out there? So be vigilant on those thoughts. Okay, I don't know what happened. So we have to align. It stopped. Was I not? I wasn't at. Couldn't have been an hour yet. What the heck? Anyways, the curse, the grandmother's bringing it together. We want to align. The prayers for inner peace comes from within. But then we can share that with others too. When we sit in our inner peace, we stay in our peace. Others, no matter if they're in their turmoil or not, they can make that choice, right? And either if they're going to stay around that energy of this inner peace, it'll bring them maybe to their inner peace. And it might seem magical, but it's because we stayed in that. We know, we trusted in that. We have faith. Doesn't matter what's going on. It's outside of me. No matter what it looks like, I can remain calm, peaceful within. Because if I start going off, blah, 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 right? How does anything? Then we're not being strong and solid like the moose. Then we're being fearful. What's that magic? Shifting from that fear. Don't take care of the fear. Let the fear go. We don't need the fear. Get in front of the fear. What is that? Let's take some action on that. And then we'll clarify some more. I don't know why that stopped. That's Remember, maybe I wanted to make a point in that. There. Stopping where it did. And now I've got a thing I can stitch this together anyway. So there we go. And action over here. The arc is shut. No, don't retreat. That's an action. We retreat. Right? Something happens. It's stirring up something. And then those secrets. 18. Retreat. Retreat. And we see this is no secret. What's the secret? Why am I reacting this way? Is there something in there I've been sitting on? Right? React with impeccable integrity. So we retreat. We look within. Retreat. Right? Something happens. Right? That curse comes up. Something's coming up. Oh, it's moon time flow again. How are we looking at this? We can see that now we're connected to that inner peace and to that power, that flow time, that release time. It is magical. Right? We go to that moon lodge. And whether man or woman, we all have cycles. Women's are a little more obvious. But men, you go through cycles too, as well. Those times when you need to retreat and go into yourself, those natural ceremonious times. So the woman is naturally in ceremony every month. That's why the sweat lodges came up. These were men's ceremonies and the sun dance, right? And the drum was gifted to the men. These were the ways to help the men connect more with their mother. Because women already are so connected with their mother because they do the same things that the mothers do. Support, sustain, give life. Give birth to life, right? No secret in that. Right? It used to be a secret. How did these babies come along? But now with science and stuff, we understand. Even still, each is a miracle. Each is a miracle. Each one of you is a miracle. That little ova is only viable for 24 hours. And its whole mission is to not let any sperm in there. So, wow. Maybe nobody ever told you. Maybe that was kept secret from you. What a miracle that you are. All of you, every single one of you, no exceptions. Absolutely no exceptions. If you weren't honored in your own families, if you didn't feel special, you are special. But you know what? None of us are. We're all special, and none of us are. We're all human beings. We're all our Creator's favorites. Does not want to deny any of us. Wants us all to come home. Come home to ourselves and who we truly are. And enjoy this life. And see that all God made is good. So that means you are too. God made you too. Whatever that is for you, your Creator made you. Nothing. And everything Creator makes is perfection. So how can we say that we're not perfect? Wow, then we're dogging Creator's creation because everything that Creator made is perfect. Whoa. Whoa. Everything that Creator made is good. We all are, no exceptions. That's the dream time, that unlimited vision. We are the unlimited vision that Creator had for itself. Himself, herself, whatever. It's all part of it. It's all part of it. Do we separate from it? Do we get hooked on thoughts being separated? Oh, look at how you're dividing. Ah, now you're dividing and all that. Again, if you're looking at somebody else, you're not doing it yourself. Right, that's what we all need to do. Take responsibility. Use our responsibility to the benefit of all. Look at the difference between Crow and Raven. And they both had to come up here. Right? Crow's a little smaller. Raven's a little bigger. But the magic and the laws of magic. The miracle of laws. The laws of the universe. The laws that we all have this unlimited vision. And we get caught up in the material, but it's not about the material. We try to separate ourselves and think that we are physical and spiritual is separate from us, but the spiritual is part of us. Right? This is how we are able to walk around this earth, the spirit that animates this physical body. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's how it is. Yes, 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 that's how it is. Believe it or not. So let's get on to these medicine woman tarot. Quick. Quickity. Lickety-split. Clickety-click. Barbara. Love that. Barbara Papa. Anybody else watch Barbara Papa? Barbara Papa. Clickety-click. Barbara tick. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Medicine woman tarot, we already had them lined up, going up to the top. That self-esteem moves, right? The death of who we thought we were, being reborn into fully, holy, truest selves of who we are. Strong as moose, gentle as deer, right? And it all begins within. We need to be gentle with ourselves. See that within ourselves and see that it's in everyone else too. Because once we know our true selves, and we know it's in everybody else too. And what we do to us, we do to all. What is that? Noticing that needs. Right? Look at that. That's the 5 up there, the death. Because we're focused on everybody else's needs, we don't look at our own. And because we're taking care of everybody else, oh, geez, if they would just be able to take care of themselves, I could take care of myself. Or I'm taking care of everybody else. Who's taking care of me? But are we all becoming self-sufficient? Source sufficient. Because it's not just from the self. It comes from the soul sufficient. Whoa, right? Releasing, letting that little tiny ego self die and being reborn into the soulful self. I don't know. What is that? What if we don't notice our own needs? We're going to be projecting them on everybody else. What did this little need that it did not get? And we all have the same basic needs. But then we do have these in divide. We're in divide right now. So we need to address that, those individual needs, to bring us all back together, to help each individual see how we are all one. And how that individual is in divide and can bring itself together to be all one. With the help, right? That's the magic and the laws. We're not doing it ourselves. The great I am is part of us. That's why when we use those words, those are powerful. Notice the needs. I am doing this to fulfill this need, right? Or if you don't know and you do need help and we need that support, because we all do, we're allies and support to each other here. But if we go out, we're not going to know what we need. We might ask for something else. Or I don't know what I need, and then somebody else goes, oh, this is what you need. Maybe that is. And then we get pulled off. And then we're not getting in tune with our own. That's the laws. We need to get in tune. Nobody else is inside us. Only our Creator and Source can get inside with us. Right? Only our Creator and Source remains holding that unlimited vision of us and does not falter from that highest vision. But we do. Let's retreat, dive deep into those secrets of who we are and see that everybody else, we are all the same, yet we're all different, yet we're all the same, yet we're all different. Woo! All right, we're reflecting on that, Raven. That inner peace. It's not magic, but it can look like that magic. Dolphins to swimmers, just to take a breath. The breath is not magic. Oh, but it has these powers that can seem so magical, right? And we are connected. That heartbeat starts racing away. Take those deep breaths and notice how it'll start to slow down. And you can calm that heartbeat. You are in control. This is your altar, your temple, your sacred space. You can calm it. You can open up to those universal energies that are there for us all. Makes no discrimination, is not judgmental of who needs it and who doesn't. We'll give it. It's there for all. And just wants us to use it. That's all. That's how we show our gratitude. That's how we give that glory to God. By offering it to others, finding it in ourselves, right? And sharing it with others. Not offering it, sharing it, living by that example. That's the best way to teach, is by example. Then the students having those experiences. Breathe, right? Don't take my word for anything. Check it out for yourself. How does it work for you? But these are one thing, the laws. We're all got these human bodies, right? So these human bodies all need air and water and rest. They need to have fun. They need movement. So look at that. Those are laws that our bodies need these things, right? For the plant to grow, needs all these elements to be able to grow and be the best flower it can be, or whatever. And does the flower try to be something other than a flower? Does it try to change its colors? I don't want to be a red flower. I want to be a purple flower. What is that? Okay, but we're just looking at the moon time retreat, taking that action now. We've taken a breath. We've tuned in to our internal peace. And we're retreating in to discover those secrets inside. What have we hidden even from ourselves? What did we look at as a curse that we can now look at as a blessing? Look at the way that flew out. That acceptance. Can we accept ourselves fully, wholly, and true as we are? Because if we're denying any parts of ourselves, we're going to deny it out there too. Acceptance, fully, wholly, and true of who you are. Complete acceptance. Spiritual, physical, both. All are required. If you didn't have that spirit inside, you wouldn't, accepting you belong here. You have a job to do. What you have to do is important as an essential, and is essential as anyone else here. Even if that's just being you fully, wholly, and true, tapping into your own inner peace. Because if we tap into it all, we're not going to be trying to take it from anybody else. So even if that's it, if we learn how to tap into that and being able to share from there. Acceptance of that. Not the acceptance, there's the curse. We accept it. This is the way it is. And so we just keep living in this because this is the way it is. We fight. So we accept. War is the way of life. But it's not. It's not the way of the life that works. Does it? Not for all. It's not a welcoming way, is it? What is that for you? So we're retreating and having that acceptance. And we need to accept ourselves fully and wholly. Again, right? If we're dividing ourselves inside, we're not accepting ourselves fully, wholly, and we're not going to be putting that out there. So how is anybody else to love us fully, wholly, and true? For the beautiful, beautiful being that is you. Oh, I don't know. What is that all saying to you? Right? Okay. I want to leave this out here. Actually, let me put that. Fine, I'll put this back over here. Set this up so you can see it all. Secrets. This was main talks today about that. Main talk about the curse and then the moon time card over her. Popped out to go with that. Okay, and then we look at the top and bottoms of the Medicine Woman Tarot. Oh well, look at that. Can I move it? Excuse me. There we go. Oh, Stretch too much. Okay. That's right. Those seeds of prosperity. We plant those, right? Because if we look at things as a curse, that's what's going to grow. But we're planting the seeds of prosperity. That doesn't mean money. That means everybody has something, right? Everybody prospers. We're not hiding over the fact that, hey, on Mount Rushmore, those weren't the original faces. We connect in to the original source of everything. The original wisdoms of the ancestors. Because what did they learn from? From Pachamama, the earth, right? And that love for each other and the earth, the materialization of love. Offering it back. Sharing. Sharing with that source, too. Giving the best away to others, because then we're getting the best in ourselves as well. We are blessed. As you're a blessing to others, you're a blessing to yourself, to the world, to the all, to the Great Oneness Divine. What is that for you? Okay, beautiful, beautiful beings. Hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. And, yeah. What is it that you're looking at in you? I got the grandmothers upside down there. Look at that. The curse. Because we look at it upside down. We're looking at things backwards and upside down. We need to turn it around now. But it all begins within. Right? Oh, curse. 14 and 41. Do we think death is a curse? That we die, that's a curse? To be born is the blessing. To die is a curse. No. Right? So we're blessed when we're born and we're cursed when we die. What is that? I don't know, that just came over me. But we had things upside down. We're looking at things backwards, and that's a reflecting. Reflecting on that. How do you look at death? Life and death. What does it mean to live? What does it mean to die? Where did you learn that from? Why do you believe that? What's happened in your life that either affirms that or... I don't know. Love yous. Biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you for being you, shining your light through in everything you do, because you know it. This world needs you now more than ever. So shine your light through in everything you do. Because if you're not you, fully, holy, and true, then the world misses out on this gift that is you. That's the laws. That's the magic. We're all beautiful gifts. Love yous. Wonderful, blessed day or week. Remember, empower, not overpower. Love yous.